are live.
It's cracking, Jackie boy.
Oh, just going live.
Same old.
Here to do it again. Episode 6. Fucking.
Episode 6.
We're getting pretty hectic at this
Just
now.
cruising along.
If I don't say so myself.
How good's the studio look?
We're doing all right.
It's getting better with each episode.
Yeah, slowly building on it.
Hey, let's get straight into that 8-man tournament we were talking about.
Yes,
So,
the people need to know.
shout out to Australian Boxing Central. They're a I think they're new. I've never seen them before, but
They've been around for a little.
have they?
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
But they post some good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the Aussie middleweight scene at the minute is off tits. Like it's very good.
So that would be what? So the top of that sort of division in Australia would
Jeff
be
Horn and Zarafa,
Tim
Ben
Zoo.
Mahoney, E-Man
Yep.
Carlos, Joel Camilleri, Wes Kappa, and who was the other one? Daniel Lewis.
Yep.
And Australian Boxing Central have done a fantasy tournament between all the top prospects in the middleweight division, which is fucking awesome. One thing I want to point out though, if that was a Muay Thai, if they were the Muay Thai things like that, something like that would never happen. I think all those matchups are very,
never actually
very
fight.
unlikely to happen. You know what I mean? Unless maybe like Tim Zoo and Jeff Horn.
Yep.
Obviously, that's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
All the other ones is very, very unlikely they're going to happen.
100%.
In the Muay Thai world, that 8-man would happen
On one night.
exactly on one night, and they'd all fight. So I think that was just worth mentioning.
Yeah. And I reckon the only reason Tim Zoo and Horn are really fighting is because Horn's on his way to retirement.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I think he wants to. Yeah,
he'll fight if he loses to Tim Zoo.
Yeah.
I think he'll
That's
be calling it.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
And even still, even if he wins, like unless he can get a big fight, I can't see
it's a
him.
good finish
fighting.
on top, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who do you fight after Tim Zoo if you beat him?
If you
know what
beat
I mean?
him, oh.
Like you go back to the States and he's probably going to get punched up again. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, I would even say that Horn's even more popular than Tim Zoo or a bigger
In Australia, a bigger boxing. I think the Pacquiao fight did wonders for him.
Yeah, 100%.
Wonders. I think that really, opened him up to the public scene. People that don't follow boxing.
Yeah, even though in America they were all slamming him.
Yeah. Which
like,
I don't
but
understand. I
people know
thought
him.
he punched up Pacquiao. Like I thought he very clearly won.
I think he was in America. They're like, oh, he was rough. He was. They were saying that he was
type of boxing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
well, it's sort of it's dirty boxing, or it's like it's there's a couple of like little not like he's not just elbowing somebody.
The headbutts are no good. He
comes straight in
that's
forward.
no good.
Yeah, and
I
then
didn't
Pac-Man,
like that.
if ever he tried to like stand his ground,
Yeah, he would get headbutted.
meeting a headbutt. Yeah,
Yep, I agree with
but
that.
there was also like some hooks and like just elbows across the forearms and then when they tie up, punches in the back of the head.
Yeah,
like
right,
he sort
okay.
of tends to do that a bit.
Yep.
But at the same time, like you've got a referee in there.
Yep.
And
Hey, did you see in that last fight there? Like, I think I've never seen it happen in a boxing fight where they stop the fight to check on the fighter. I think it was Zarafa and Horn.
Zarafa and Horn.
Zarafa and Horn, and the ref. I think he got knocked down or something, and then he went over to get the doctor to check him out.
So he was.
But sorry.
he
The
was
doctor
bleeding.
cleaned it up. The
Cleaned the
doctor
cut.
cleaned it up and like looked at it. And I'm pretty sure he put Vass on it or something.
Nah.
But there was a video, and I don't really follow boxing too much.
Yeah.
But I was outraged. I was like, "That's
No, I don't think it was that because they sent him to his corner. I think the issue with the Horn and Zarafa one was when they checked the cut. So when the ref just sort of gave him that sort of time. Like he was getting absolutely pummeled by what's his name?
Great fight.
Zarafa.
Great fight.
That was a
Dog
hectic
fight.
round.
Yeah. Sick.
And then the ref sort of like stopped the action and was like, right, go and check on the cut. And it's just like, man, you had a look at him. It's like, if it was me, I probably would have called the fight. But it's up to the ref at the end of the day.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it's not really the ref wasn't breaking any rules,
Yeah,
really.
right, okay.
But it's it was a bit dodgy.
Yeah,
but that's crazy. Have you seen those? It's like a Muay Thai style thing, and they get knocked out. And then they literally get like 2 minutes or something
I think it's 5 minutes to revive them. Actually, no, it might be 2 minutes to revive them.
They're full on KO'd.
Yeah.
And then the cornermen are just carrying them over.
What's it called? I can't remember for the life of me. It's bare knuckle boxing. Yeah. Headbutts and elbows and Muay Thai with headbutts.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
But I've seen this guy like get dragged to the corner basically, and he's like out. He's out cold, and then they're like slapping him around, trying to like.
And they do all this stuff, and then there's a few there where they revived him, and he's come back and won. Yeah, that's just insane. Outrageous.
Like, would you have a concussion with that?
Oh, you'd. Oh, I don't know. There's been 2 Aussies I know that have fought. Oh God, I can't remember what it's bloody called. That have fought it. Michael Bedardo from Queensland, Lionheart, I think they're called, Lionheart Gym. Yep. He fought in it, and Eddie Farrell. If you hear, shout out to Eddie Farrell and Brooke Farrell. If you Google them, man, they're the baddest couple you've ever seen in your life.
You have to text me
Eddie Farrell is an animal, just fights anyone. Half his head is all cut up, and he's got scars. He's got more scars than I do hairs on my head. Yeah, like it's just nuts. And he's fought everyone, and fights anyone. It's crazy. And his partner Brooke, she's quite a big name in the Muay Thai scene as well.
Shit. So he fought in that. In that sport. And so
was
he ever KO'd and then?
I don't think so. No, I think he finished the fight. Yeah, God, I can't. Lethway, that's what it's called. Lethway. It's awesome.
So if you haven't checked it out,
check it out.
Watching that sort of stuff, it's pretty full on.
Yeah, brutal. Yeah. Anyway, back to this boxing. I don't know how we got into Lethway from boxing. The first bout was Michael Zarafa versus Daniel Lewis.
Yep.
Who do you see taking that fight?
I would say...
So this is a fantasy fight. For everyone else. So it's a popularity contest as well. Yeah. But I'm sure...
explain the rules,
So you basically... You just vote for who you think would win that fight. And then the winner goes to fight the next person. Yeah. And then the winner of that fights in the final.
I would pick Zarafa. Yeah, I just think he's too long. Yeah, and he's just got the experience, I guess. Did you see?
I don't know who Daniel Lewis is. So
Lewis went to America and he fought on.
Zarafa's a former kickboxer, you know.
Yeah. I remember you saying.
He's one of the first people I saw on the posters in the first gym I walked into. He was one of the first ones I saw on the wall.
Fanboy, were you?
Not really. I was just I saw all the pictures and then I'd see him. I was like, he's on the poster. And now to see where he's come from, back when I first started, fucking awesome.
Mate, I reckon he's awesome because he came in here and just his dedication to the sport. I was just like, mate, good on you. Yeah, you're unreal. So I rate him. But I reckon he just wins just out of experience and he's very. Yeah, he's just very clever. The way he moves, he's smart with his movement, not too much wasted movement with his footwork and things like that. I can just see him, just outscoring Lewis.
So Zarafa is the favourite for that fight. Yep. The bout 2 is Emmanuel Carlos versus Ben Mahoney.
Yep. I've got to go, my boy.
Amen.
Yeah. I reckon he just, I guess, Ben Mahoney, tough and very durable, so I think it'd more than likely go the distance. Yep.
Absolutely.
I could probably see E-Man
man, that is honestly the fight of the year. If that fight happens, I've been saying, because obviously I've known... not mates with Ben Mahoney, he lives in Queensland. Yeah. But I've known of him because he's a former Muay Thai fighter. Yeah. And rated him in the Muay Thai game. He was one of the top dogs in the Muay Thai as well. Yeah. And used his hands as well. And beautiful elbows, long elbows too. Yeah. But he's a phenomenal fighter. And I said from the start, him versus E-Man would be fight of the year.
Yeah. See, I always thought he was heavier. I don't know why. I just had in my head that Ben Mahoney looks
I don't know who
bigger.
would be heavier of the two. I think they'd be pretty even, Ben and E-Man.
So would E-Man be taller?
I don't know.
Idea.
I really don't know. Ben is younger than me. I'm 26. I don't know how old E-Man is.
I think he's
older than me. I think he's older than me. No,
really?
no, he might be a little bit younger than me.
When I was training with him, I think he was like 23 or 24.
Yeah, right. Maybe he's a year younger or same age. I don't know. Like in my head, honest to God, my head says Ben Mahoney.
Yeah.
There was a few.
What attribute are you?
I've just seen him go through. I just think if it were, it's kind of like something Conor McGregor said. If it was a street fight, Ben would win. You know what I mean? If it was an all-out fight, Ben would win. So I don't know. I just feel like he definitely has more experience than E-Man, not boxing, but more ring experience. Yeah. So he's had that. Oh my God, this is the biggest fight of my life. You know what I mean? E-Man has as well. But I think Ben's had more of those experiences, those heightened. Fought on some big cards. He fought on that the John Wayne Parr undercard.
That's where I saw it. That's the only time I actually saw him box, and I was like, and
he's fought some things. But then at the same time, like, I like to say my piece on the socials every now and then. And as much as I say Ben Mahoney, it's not black and white. You know what I mean? It's E-Man. Someone said Adam King from Queensland, who I don't really get along with, but anyway, he's a promoter for a Muay Thai show, and he said,
"You don't get along with me."
No, I don't. And not many people like me. But Adam King said E-Man is a talented boxer, but hasn't gone through. He hasn't had to dig deep. Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me?
I think he's...
Where's Kappa?
He's...
who was the other one? The OPBF belt he fought?
Dwight Ritchie.
Dwight Ritchie. There was one more.
Not the one his most recent fight.
No. It was at the Bob Rose Cup. God, I can't remember his name. For fuck's sake. I don't know, but that was a fucking full-on fight too. Wade Ryan. Wade Ryan.
Yeah, that was like brutal.
Those fights have been brawls. I think the West Kappa fight, I don't know, I think he fought a bit more smarter, I reckon, and maybe dragged out the brawls to the later rounds and survived. Like, not survived, but just... You know what I mean? Bop. Yeah. And tried to be longer, I think, and smarter. But that Wade Ryan fight, man, he copped some big left hands down the barrel. I
was like, oh shit!
Yeah, and he copped him and kept walking forward. I think he made a few mistakes. Again, I'm not a boxer. I don't know boxing, but from talking like to his dad and everything, there was a few. Even talking to him, there was a few mistakes that he said that he kept making, and he's learnt from. 100% he's learnt from. He's become a better boxer for it,
and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. But so to say that E-Man hasn't had to dig deep is fucking ludicrous.
That's bullshit. Yeah,
ludicrous. It would literally be two of them digging deep. Yeah, you know what I mean, to the last round.
Like to the point where it's close fights. You're watching them going, holy shit.
You'd see the same as the Zarafa and Horn fight, I reckon. Yeah. Just bloodbath.
I'd always sort of say, like, if I was sort of like coaching E-Man, I'd be thinking, wanting him to be boxing more, because I think he's got the skills on a lot of boxers and a lot of the guys that he's faced. But he loves it. He loves getting going forward. Would you say
he's a what's the word? Evasive fighter, like evades and counterpuncher, counter fighter. Do you think he?
He's got
him in that category.
Yeah.
I'd say he's a walk down fighter and a fucking counter fighter. I think he can switch between the both.
Yeah, he does a lot. So he's comfortable inside, just rolling.
He can walk forward, like going from left foot to right foot, and just march forward, or he can just slip and boom. Yeah. Whereas now I'm thinking about it more. Maybe I think Benny Mahoney can do both as well. Yeah. But I think in the in the retrospect, probably E-Man would have more boxing experience. Fuck.
Yeah. But then that's the thing. And
this
this is what I love about fighting.
It's a sick fight.
So you've got, I would say, if I was to point out E-Man's top like attributes, it'd just be he's slick. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
He can box and he can brawl.
Yep.
But then, and I think that he could, from what I've seen, I would assume that E-Man would have the advantage skill-wise, but I don't know Ben Mahoney enough. But then I know, because I've seen it, Ben looks like a durable, tough dude. I don't think he's going to be put away.
He's not questioning, you know what I mean?
But then that's when it counts in the later rounds. So it's like, well, E-Man might, stand there and do some good work and outstrike him and stuff. Yeah. But then what happens as those attributes start to go down? We've seen E-Man push.
I think, absolutely. I think, I reckon, really, Ben Mahoney probably hasn't fought any boxing names, really. E-Man has fought nearly all the boxing names. Yeah, all. So,
what is he ranked? He's ranked.
He's second
or something.
Second after Zarafa.
And then what is it? Singh? Is it Singh?
Tej Singh.
Tej Singh. Yeah. So there you go. So he's worked his way through them.
Absolutely. Yeah. He's
Where's
done
Ben
really
Mahoney?
well.
Do you know?
I think he's under Tej.
What do you mean?
One under. He's fourth or something.
Oh, one under E-Man or yeah.
So they're all like in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, let's see him punch on.
Yeah, it'd be sick.
That'd be so good.
Anyway, next. So E-Man.
So I'd probably put my money on E-Man just because he's my boy.
Ben's won the popularity contest there. Bout 3, Wes Kappa versus Joel Camilleri. I think Joel and Ben Mahoney should happen. If that, you know what I mean? If that was going to happen. Yeah. I think that should really happen. I love Joel. Joel's a fucking hilarious dude.
Yeah, I've got him
so
on
funny.
Instagram. He's really funny.
And Wes Kappa, another former kicker as well.
He did a bit of MMA as well. And
I think he's done everything.
He's done it all,
so Joel has won that popularity contest. Yeah.
Popularity. Just make a point of that.
and bout 4, Jeff Horn versus Tim Tszyu. Tim Tszyu's won that popularity contest.
Who do you reckon? Who would you put
I
on?
would put Tim Tszyu. Absolutely. Just younger, sharp. He's got more access to more trainers. He would have constant funding, big fucking big sponsors, so he can train all day. I think he would love it, and I think they would just he'd have more, he'd have mindset coaches, he'd have you know what I mean, he'd have everything. And I just reckon we will see him in the
got Glenn Rushton.
Fucking old bad slightly. But I think we will see Tim Tszyu over in the States mixing it.
Yeah, man, I hope so. I think, as much as I was a bit sour about him pulling out to E-Man. I think that
do you see the video,
he's doing
mate?
Really good.
The Beast made
in the car.
We were flying out. I was like, I'll fight him.
He's pretty sharp.
It's funny.
I just think that he's developing really well.
Yep.
And I think that as long as they continue to do that, and that's what I keep saying about Australian boxing, they try and get the massive fight in overseas, so they're trying to look for number one or number or a world champion overseas, and it's just like, well, maybe just get some fights overseas with some lower ranked guys.
Absolutely.
And keep building before you go and jump the gun. I think
that's probably one of the only positives going from kicking to boxing is you get so much experience, ring experience kicking, and then if you get a good boxing trainer, you're flying. You've already got that.
Who's Ben Mahoney's coach?
I'm not quite sure his name, but he's out of Boonshoe Gym in John Wayne Parr's gym. But it's I can't remember his name. Let's move on to the UFC.
Yeah, so we're gonna do, what is it? Fight predictions. So I'll just get your predictions, my man. Well, I'll say my piece too.
Don't worry about
mine. All right. So UFC, apparently, what's the date? May 9th. So it's
around
on
the corner.
And Is it in Fight? Oh, it's in Fight Island. Where's the island? Do you know?
I have no idea.
No idea.
No.
So
Is it on? Is it in Fight Island? I don't know. There was
Don't
one.
know.
I think one of the cards was there's going to be no audience in somewhere. In the States, I don't know.
Okay.
I saw something on
Because you think
Instagram.
like if they're going to go to this Fight Island, like they have to get it sorted pretty quick. We're almost in the end of April.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see how we
I'm
go.
sure-
But the card's pretty stacked, man.
Yep.
All right, we'll start down the bottom. Not down the bottom, but so we got Cowboy. I don't know how this bout is in the prelims, but you got 5 fights in the main card, and then you've got Cowboy and Pettis 2 in the prelims. Who you got?
Fantastic fight. I think Pettis takes
Who won the first one?
I'm not sure. I would
Have to
imagine
look that
Pettis.
up,
But like I think Cowboy does better when he's not the main event.
Yeah.
And he is down in the card. There's less pressure on him.
Yeah.
But Pettis is just
Yeah. I think Pettis has
fucking next
built a
level.
little bit of momentum.
absolutely.
Even in his losses.
Yeah.
Like when he lost to Tony Ferguson, he was loving that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you could see
There's
it.
the
He's just
blood
getting
everywhere and
that passion back. Whereas
Yeah.
I think he sort of, when he started losing, he was, sort of backtracking a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what the problem was there. I don't know what was going on behind the scenes and whatnot. But
yeah.
I feel like he's getting that back.
I think,
He's getting
and
his
I think
mojo
when
back.
Cowboy gets in the groove, he's got some of the best flowing Muay Thai and combos.
Did you
and
see that
man,
combo?
that
Miles
high,
Drew,
low,
whatever.
high
It
kick.
was the jab up high, the cross down low, the hook to the head, and he's
And
just
then
like
kick in the
touched,
head.
lands,
Bop, 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 bop.
lands, fucking head kick.
Guys,
I was like,
thought he was
"What?"
fucking surrounded. Dude, Jesus.
And then he just follows him down and just start. Man, I reckon that was like from the start of that
Best combo
combo,
you've ever seen.
100%, and it was
That's
just
landed
like
with such
100% accuracy the whole
Yeah,
way through. I was like,
That's
whoa.
100% accuracy.
Okay, that's
He's got the
holy
most
shit.
fights in the UFC, doesn't he?
Yeah, most head kick finishes.
Fuck.
Heaps of records, because there was a time where he was just fighting like every freaking card he was on, and it was just like, I don't know how many he racked up in 1 year, but I remember just going, I wasn't even that interested in him, but I just saw him on every card and just saw the tattoos on the back, and just like ended up going, who's this bloke?
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you suss him out and you're like, he's the Cowboy.
Yeah,
he's,
fucking
he's a gun. Alright, I'd probably pick Pettis too.
Yeah.
Just because he's just
psycho.
got some tricks in the book,
Yeah.
and I think that he'd
Running up the cage.
I reckon it'd be
does
pretty
that again.
technical.
Yeah.
But he might take something out of McGregor's book and try and rush him a bit.
Use
chuck
his shoulder.
something big out
Use his shoulder. Flying shoulder butt.
from the cage. Yeah. All right. Then we've got two big heavyweights. Do you know Hardy?
Yep.
Yep, big bloke. And do you know De Castro?
I think so.
Oh, no
I think
idea.
it's. I think Hardy wins. I think that bloke
Big
hits like a
heavyweight,
fucking train.
And he's just KOs people with his hands.
Yeah,
Heavy
yeah,
hands.
heavy.
Yeah. And then you've got Stevens versus Qatar.
No, I don't know that.
Don't know who Qatar is, but Stevens is an animal.
Sick.
Yep.
I choose
Rate
Stevens.
him. Yep, just because I know him. Then you've got Ngannou's fighting,
Oh yeah.
and then against Rosenstruik.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do you know those?
Yeah. I do. I know. I've seen the pictures and shit.
Yeah. So,
Okay, Ngannou.
Ngannou.
Man, he only needs one hit.
Yeah.
And you're fucked.
Just a big.
You see him kick
stiff
that
jab.
little Chinese dude? The
Oh,
little
with the
Chinese
pad,
that held
yeah.
the pad.
He
Fuck,
just
he flew
folds.
across the room.
Fuck. Poor dude. All right, here we go. So we've got this. What is it? The co-main event for the World Bantamweight Championship. You got Cejudo versus Cruz. Interesting fight.
Interesting fight. I want to say Cruz. My heart says I like Cruz, but I think Cejudo wins.
Yep.
I
I
just
reckon too
fucking-
strong.
Yeah.
You saw him in that against TJ.
Yeah,
It's like,
I thought
fuck.
TJ was going to rip into shreds.
Yeah.
And then seeing how explosive he was and,
Yeah.
like, man,
And when he
a little nugget.
he went from Demetrius Johnson,
Yeah.
and it was just like, holy shit,
Holy
he's going to
shit.
win this.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he just
yeah.
looked too strong,
Yep.
and was just timing him beautifully. And
Yep.
it was just like, it was just a surprise. And then he went up in weight to fight TJ, and I'm like, he won't be that strong in that weight. And then boom, looked exactly the same. Like looked just as strong in that division.
Absolutely.
It was amazing. So, I'd say...
I can't believe TJ made that weight. That was 56 kilos.
Oh, did he go down?
Yeah, TJ went down.
Oh, well, that changes everything.
TJ went down. But TJ's usually fighting.
Yeah, but he was on the gear. He was on the juice.
Well,
TJ,
no, he was on a supplement that quickened your recovery.
Yeah,
that's all it was. So he could train more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a banned substance. So it wasn't like he was on a cutting agent or a strength booster or anything. It was just your muscle fibers heal quicker from the training. Yeah. And obviously it's bad. I'm not saying it's fucking everyone go do it.
Yeah.
But
it's not steroids.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't. I imagine there'd be some kind of steroid in it to.
Yeah, or some sort of testosterone booster or some shit.
Something like that. But Cejudo
he's an animal at the moment. Yeah. So, but he hasn't fought for a while because he's just been hanging on to the belts.
He had a shoulder injury, didn't he? I think him and Cruz had a shoulder injury. So they're both coming back from surgery.
There we go, shoulder fight. Fuck.
Both of them. Surprised we haven't seen more people do that.
What's
shoulder butt?
Well, yeah, you see him against the cage, but not in the middle. Yeah. So. So why not? It's like the stomping on their feet in the cage. It's I've been not the best strike.
In a Muay Thai grapple, I've been hit in the back of my calf with a heel. Yeah. Next day I couldn't walk. Yeah. Literally couldn't walk. In tears. Yeah. Couldn't walk. It was fucked.
Remember they used to teach you all right, if you get wrapped up from behind, you just grab your heel and slide it down their shin and try and cut their skin on the shin and then dig your heel. It's just some self-defense shit.
Sounds fucking
and it's just
stupid.
It seems like, well, why would I do that when I can land another strike?
That looks
or
like that. There's knife defense videos. If someone's coming at you with a knife, what you need to do is you need to block. You need to come across and you need to grab the knife and punch him in the face.
You've seen is it what is it? Defense Lab?
Yeah, Defense Lab.
And it's oh my god, it's the most fucking worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
I'd love to talk to one.
I share it on my
fucking oath.
All right, last but not least, the main event. You got Ferguson versus Gaethje.
Just Ferguson.
Yep, 100%.
He's just an animal.
Well, now you've got
Hope Gaethje wins, though. Great for the sport if Gaethje wins. He becomes a major player.
I don't reckon. Oh, well, yeah, I guess
he
gets
some cash. He gets a big cash fight. Good on him.
I'd like to see Ferguson win just because...
he's a mad dog.
He's a gangster. And if he loses this fight, then... That
fucking
puts him way back.
And
I think I really want to see Ferguson and
one of
Khabib,
them.
Ferguson and McGregor. Yeah. I'd love to see
Khabib or
that.
McGregor, either one.
Oh yeah. Did Ferguson and Cowboy fight?
Don't know. I haven't seen.
Don't know. I'll have to check it out. But anyway, hey, I had a freaking point. I don't know what's going on, but you see. I don't know if you've noticed it, but when you see people... So, in America, everyone's got their boxer. They love their boxer. Errol Spence, he'll beat anybody, and he's the man, and blah, blah, blah. And they're happy to say that, and they're also happy for someone else to say, well, this is my... They sort of barrack for their... It's like a football team. Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
You don't see that here.
Nah.
It's like everyone's scared to say, I think this person's going to win. They're sort of on the fence with every... I get it if there's two really good fighters. Yeah. Fucking oath. Then it's well, we don't know.
Yeah.
But then if you've got, if you think that you've got an idea that I can just see this bloke winning, go for him, man. Barrack for him. Fucking, show.
Absolutely.
That's...
Show
I guess
support.
I don't know. It just creates that. It's competitive, but it's not like, oh shit, we're gonna have to. Me and you are gonna have to fight now because we've got an opposing opinion on who we think is gonna win the fight. It's just
it is what it is. Yeah,
it's
fucking
crazy.
I agree. 100%.
I just see it in Australia. I just feel like there's so many people that's like, oh, who do you reckon is gonna win out of these two? And then they they're like, oh, you know, and you go, oh, I reckon this bloke's going to win. And then they're like, oh, yeah, and you see him getting a bit cut about it. It's just like, bro, I just said,
just
I reckon McGregor's going to win it.
Yeah.
Or like, I reckon, you know.
Fucking oath.
And then, you get people getting all fucking cut up about it. You know?
That's like, I think everyone, a lot of people would be cut at me because I think Ben Mahoney would beat E-Man. That's not because I fucking hate E-Man.
Yeah.
I just think Ben Mahoney would win the fight.
He's a
you know what I mean? It's just as simple as that. It's just my opinion. I still love E-Man. E-Man's a fucking grouse bloke.
Yeah.
You know, I just think Ben would win the fight.
Yeah, there you go.
Simple as that.
There it is.
Not 10 times out of 10. You know what I mean? I reckon 8 times out of 10.
Closer than you think.
Absolutely.
But then, you sort of, it's like me going, right, I want fucking, he's my boy. I'm going to go for E-Man. Sweet. Zarafa, right, he's my boy. I'm going to go for Zarafa and Lewis. And, you know, I just think that, like, you don't want to...
Have an opinion. Don't be a sheep.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Fucking
Have
sheep.
an opinion. Just go for it. Like, why not? Yeah.
Hey, let's do recent events.
Yeah, what's going on in the world? What the
Pipe Daddy.
Alright, well,
Big Bad Pipes.
this is a big one off the bat. Did you know?
Pipey Pino.
Did you know the Cookie Monster has a real name?
Nah.
Well, no.
Have a guess what it is.
Cookie Monster.
Cookie Guy.
Sid.
What?
The fuck?
That's just ruined my childhood. That's fucking shit.
Why would they not call him
It's
Sid?
also not a current event.
Or Sid, the Cookie Monster. Yeah, that's just like a stupid
It's just
fact.
like a stupid statement.
A stupid fact about something.
Fuck you, Pipes, for
fictional
bringing
made
that
I'll
up.
give you another stupid
You're fired, Jackie boy.
I'm gonna give you another stupid fact.
Alright.
Cows moo with a regional accent.
Are you, like, what are you looking at with your current events?
So,
What's going on here?
so you're saying if you go to a different country, they'll moo differently?
Yep.
That's hilarious. I really like it.
Do you want me to read out the actual article?
Oh,
Absolutely.
Alright. In small populations, such as herds, you would encounter identifiable
don't read too quick, Jackie boy.
Identifiable.
variations which are most affected by the immediate peer group. In other words, you can take the cow out of Jersey. So, meaning if you take a cow out of Jersey that's from Jersey, it'll sound
It'll
like
sound,
from
it'll
Jersey.
sound different.
That's sick. Imagine a cow from, like, New York or something. That'd be a bit
What would it be
tough
cows
as...
in New
Or
York?
Tough as
Australia.
fuck. I said imagine
No.
Pipes. Fuck. Walking around with tattoos and shit. The Bronx. Fucking moo. Give us another one.
But hang
Fucking
on,
moo.
does that mean there's a study being done on that? Or like someone's actually
around. Oh, that moves it a little bit. Pictures
what
a
a
bit high on that
fucking
move.
job.
China censored the word censorship.
Oh, that's just confusing, isn't it? Why would you do such a thing?
Because it doesn't exist, so there's no way that they've censored anything.
They censored the word censorship.
But then that's the thing. If
How
you're
do they tell
censoring it,
everyone
you know
that
it
they're
exists.
censored? We censored what that? Oh, that's fucking. Give us another one, Pipes.
China are off the charts.
Yeah, China are fucked.
We're more prepared for a zombie invasion. No, that's stupid, that one.
Give us a non-stupid one for a change.
You useless man. He's put this whole thing together.
This is all Pipes.
High heels were originally for men.
Fucking hell.
Did they start as like chunks?
When
And
high
then-
heel shoes first came into fashion in the 10th century,
Jesus.
they were intended for men. It was only until the 18th century that more women wore high heels than men.
Fucking hell.
Oh yeah.
I'd love a pair of like
No, I've seen
Chunky-
movies and shit where
chunky
they're
heels.
walking around in stupid shoes and they wear,
Yeah,
they
and
wear
they're
all
just
that
a bit-
frilly shit on their.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
They look like fucking idiots. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, I'm glad that changed.
I think we need to change this to Pipes random facts.
Pipe's stupid idea of facts.
Alright. Someone
doing a great
actually
job.
paid $10,000 for an invisible artwork.
That's
Bullshit. That would not
ridiculous.
surprise me. Yeah.
That is ridiculous.
What is it? Like, is it a?
It's nothing.
It's just nothing.
It's
That's fucking so
invisible.
dumb. So
It's
idiot.
nothing. 10
So it's not
grand.
even like just an empty like frame. Or
How
something.
did he take it home?
With his invisible box.
Sent in the mail.
Oh,
Mailman's
that's
just like,
fucking
Do you know what it's
retarded.
called?
no.
What?
Endless tank of oxygen.
Oh my god.
Who bought it?
What is it? Just like
what
a?
country
Is it a
is this?
canvas or something? Like a plain canvas?
It's nothing, I don't think.
It'll be some
That's stupid.
American or like.
How would you run that auction?
This wall is black. I have no idea.
Just here you go, guys.
Here you go, man. Give me 10 grand, thanks. That's fucking retarded. One more pipes.
Right. The Supreme Court has its own private basketball court with an amazing nickname. The highest court in the land.
That's sick.
What the fuck?
Well, yeah,
Is-
that's interesting that they needed that.
Yeah,
Where
I
the
was gonna say-
judges go and break and play some ball. That's ridiculous.
With their fucking wigs on.
Yeah.
Idiots.
That's very interesting, Pops. Thanks very much,
Well
mate.
done, mate.
No worries.
Well
Good
done.
stuff. I suppose we better leave it there so I can
Yeah,
get home.
mate. Good job, man.
Do
yeah,
my-
got to train these kids up.
Beach Kid Industries,
Hell
kids classes.
All right, mate.
Thanks
awesome.
very much.
Thanks, Pipes.
Thanks,
Legend.
Pops.
No worries.
Catch you later, guys.
See you guys.